The very first time that I saw Jacksonville was from the window of the airplane, and it literally took my breath away. And I felt so at home from the moment I got here. It felt like this was where I was supposed to be, and it has always felt like my home. I was recruited by an international employment services company, and I actually put in a total of 12 years with the company. I loved my job, and it came as quite a shock when it went away. So, out of work and faced with almost $500 COBRA payments, I wasn't able to make those payments. I wasn't even able to make the first one. And it was terrifying to me because I have a mental health illness that is manageable with medication. Without medication, it's not manageable. I know this because it took me a long time to own the fact that that's a part of who I am. My first exposure to mental illness came when I was in my late 20s, and I took a job as an outpatient advocate for the state of Georgia mental hospital. So I had a broad understanding of mental health, but I certainly never thought it would ever apply to me. It was about 10 years later that I was first diagnosed as bipolar. And I told the doctor at the time, no, I'm not. I've never been diagnosed bipolar in my life. No, I'm not. I know what bipolar is, and that doesn't apply to me. It's not a journey for the faint of heart. You have to really want to get better for it to work. And once I admitted that that was a part of who I am, then I was able to get better. I had reached that point, so I was terrified, knowing that I didn't have insurance and would not be able to continue my medication. So the first thing I did was reach out to a number of different agencies in Jacksonville. I got time after time, we're out of funding, we don't have the money, there's a waiting list of 2 to 3 months, in some cases 6 months. And the more I called, the more frightened I became about what was going to happen. How would I be able to maintain my composure enough to find employment so I could have insurance again? I was doing the volunteer work. The depression was really bad, and so I finally told my manager about it. And I said, I've got to do something. There's got to be something I can do to get some treatment. And he said, well, you could go to Sulzbacher. I had heard about Sulzbacher, but I had also heard that it served the homeless community, and I had a place to go every night, so I didn't really qualify as homeless. And so he made a phone call. And that phone call led to an opportunity to go to the Beaches Clinic. I remember the first time I drove out there, I realized how important getting treatment was to me. With the help of Sulzbacher and the treatment that I've been able to receive, I'm stronger than I've ever been in my life. I know this is a journey, and I know that there may be a bend in the road, there may be a bump in the road, but I have the resources, the tools now to deal with things that come my way, and I also know that no matter how difficult it seems, there is a way to get help. There really is. You just can't stop believing that the help is out there, because it is.